Mount Redtooth, its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the champion of light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Alan Wake's American Nightmare. I'm Frenzy the Killbot, and I have Sorry Not Mori with me.
Hello, and what a way to describe an observatory.
Yeah.
That's some serious narration.
He's very verbose.
Well, Frenzy, let me paint you a quick picture before we move on.
Okay, yeah, good.
I'm keeping it pretty low key today. I just have flavored water to drink, but my candle, because I don't have an Arizona or desert themed candle, but I do have one that was made by a lumberjack and has axes on it and is called Non-Toxic Masculinity, which I think is something that we need to put towards Mr. Scratch. So
Yeah.
I think it's still as thematic as I can be for this moment.
No, that's pretty good. Yeah, Mr. Scratch is pretty toxic in general.
He sure is.
Yeah. I'm drinking coffee. We're recording this a little earlier than we normally do, so I'm still on coffee. I am nothing but coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Yeah.
As they say. All right, let's get going.
As history repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
I better find Dr. Meadows' car. That's where the camera should be.
Because we've been here before, we already know what the objective's going to be. We don't actually have to go, talk to her to find out.
Okay. Wouldn't it be weird if we just, showed up? I guess she'll have some kind of faint memory, hopefully like Emma, but wouldn't it be weird if we showed up and we're like, here's the telescope part you need, let's go.
Yeah, it's...
and she's like, who are you?
That's actually pretty similar to exactly how it's going to go.
Okay, great.
Yep.
I'm not usually good at predicting these things, so...
We haven't seen these guys in a little bit, the Grenadiers, with their stupid grenades. Oh, funny, that's...
yeah.
The grenade actually looks the same as the flashbang. Hey,
it does.
buddy.
It's just more things to dodge.
Where are you?
Did he fall off the cliff? No.
I think he did,
no.
actually.
Sweet. We'll take it.
Yeah, no, I'm not complaining, but that's so weird. Ooh, hello.
Ooh.
Oops.
Yeah, I much prefer the guys in trucker hats. They're a lot easier to fight.
Regular guys?
Regular guys.
Excuse me.
There's so many things to dodge all at the same time!
Yeah, it's funny. This part, it works really well because it's on a downhill. He throws grenades and they roll away.
Oh, well, that's actually convenient.
Yeah, it's actually not too bad here. But it was hard because I was trying to set up so that other enemies would get hit by the grenades. And it didn't work because of that. And also, speaking of not working, I just realized I screwed up my own plan.
Oh no! Did we miss a manuscript?
Yeah, we did.
Or the telescope piece? Oh, okay.
Because that Grenadier jumped off the cliff and spawned the other enemies early, I screwed something up. But this thing is always here, and I don't... we're on the top of a mountain.
What are those things called again?
Tumbleweeds.
Yeah, tumbleweeds. I once read a thing that tumbleweeds are invasive species.
I could sort of see that.
They were brought in by Hollywood and then they just kept growing and passing. They're not actually a normal desert thing, and now there's so many of them that farmers they choke out all of their plants and stuff.
Yeah, it's some kind of bush that dies and then just rolls around.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I could see it being not native. Anyway, first manuscript page, Dr. Meadows.
When Dr. Rachel Meadows got the call from Michael, telling her to hurry to the observatory, she didn't waste any time. It had been a nice party. She'd had a good time, but her social life would always play second fiddle to the mysteries of space. Michael never showed up, of course. He pulled over at the wrong rest stop. She never even thought about him at the time. The phenomenon in the sky above her was too fascinating.
Just a reminder that your work doesn't care about you?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess if my job was like outer space, then parties would be kind of boring too.
Maybe. There is also...
But I mean, how exciting could the sky possibly be? I guess if the stars are moving around because Alan Wake's moving them around.
Yeah, that'd be pretty exciting. I mean, I like astronomy, but exciting isn't exactly the word I would use. There's also another radio here in the guard shack.
Oh, praise be. You guys are coming through for me. A pretty little light just started blinking on my board here, and that means there's a caller out there. You know, when the hours stretch into eternity like this, when it feels like I'm stuck in a rut and just reliving the same endless night over and over again, I feel genuinely touched by someone actually reaching out to me, breaking the monotony. I just want you to know that it really matters to me. Caller, you're on the air. You suck, Eddie!
No!
Did you know that, this is my dream job? True fact.
And that's the whole radio.
Poor Eddie!
Yeah.
I was bracing myself for like Mr. Scratch to be threatening him or something over the phone, but I was not expecting the "you suck."
Yeah, that would have actually been kind of cool. The radios in this chapter, I guess, the second act, are a little underwhelming. Like the radio interviews with the old gods and Barry were like interesting. These ones have been less so far.
Just kind of keeping on the theme, I guess.
Yeah. Cosmological truths.
There are places where our world is worn thin, and another reality brushes against ours. One such site is Cauldron Lake near Bright Falls, Washington. But there are others. That other reality is dark, vast, and malleable, always in flux. In its depths dwell vast forces and alien energies. They're dangerous. But in one of these places, if you know how, you can channel the power of that place and use it to shape reality.
So that's new, the idea that it's not just Bright Falls that his power sort of works.
Okay.
I guess he sort of mentioned it before, but that's...
Yeah, because he said Arizona was like thin enough that he could use his powers there.
Right, that's why it's happening here and not somewhere else.
Right, so implying that like at a different time, a different space in the world could potentially also be thin enough that he could kind of move his reality there.
Yeah, exactly. We got another new weapon here.
He always chooses the states.
Yeah, it's like that's why the aliens always attack here. Or there, I guess I should say.
Of course.
New weapon, the hunting rifle. This is kind of the same as it was in the original game, or the main game. They added a scope to it, and I think it's a little bit slower. Like slower between shots and slower to reload.
Okay, but is it deadlier?
No, I don't think so. It just...
Okay, so
it's a very hard-hitting
no
gun.
Advantages and just disadvantages.
Oh, no, it works really well at range, and it still hits really hard.
Oh, okay.
This is kind of weird. Dr. Meadows parked her car in a different spot this time.
Was she?
The first time I played this, I ran all the way back to where it used to be, and it wasn't there. And then you have to follow the objective marker on the map. But things are already a little different.
Yeah. Wasn't she supposed to go to the party but then didn't? And then this time she was at the party and got called back to the observatory? Am I remembering this right?
No, she did say she was at a party and then came from there to work.
Okay, then never mind.
Another one, the darkness.
The darkness rose from the depths of Cauldron Lake and took Alice. It needed words. It needed me to write its way into our world. She was leverage, a hostage. I complied, but with a twist. I put in a loophole that gave me a chance to fight back. I was hunted by shadowy enemies, but I faced the darkness. I fought it with light. I drove it back. I saved Alice, but it came with a cost. I was trapped in the dark place below Cauldron Lake.
I mean, that's a nice recap. It feels like that should have been...
It's not new.
Yeah, it feels like that should have been like right at the start of the game. It's like, hey, by the way.
Yeah, especially since this was like a game that kind of stood on its own. It'd be like, hey, here's what you need to know.
Yeah. Throwing it in like halfway through is a little odd. Yeah.
Well, shit.
Yeah, they really like throwing these guys at us.
Okay. All right, I respect the rifle.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. I mean, it still
3
takes...
shots isn't bad.
3 hits isn't bad. It only holds 5 bullets, so like it's still more than half the magazine.
Oh.
But
Well, then, never mind.
It doesn't make it bad, just like, you know, it's hard. If they throw 2 at you every single time, then you have to do a reload somewhere.
Yes.
These guys.
Well, it's a grenader.
It's not. They're regular guys. They're just getting stuck on the other side of the fence for some reason. You okay there, buddy? There you are. But yeah, the hunting rifle's still very, very good.
We're happy with
Just
it.
slow to reload.
It's no crossbow.
No, it's no crossbow. I don't think anything's
we're
like the
happy with
crossbow. That thing is unfair.
I guess in real life, a crossbow can take down a moose, so...
Yeah, I mean, most things don't like when you put a hole in them.
Yeah.
It's not good for you. See, here we go. Again, 2 specters.
God damn. What?
Ah. Go away. But yeah, that's where you run out of ammo before you can take them both out.
Damn. Oh, then you got that one. How many guns are you allowed to have?
You get 2 guns plus the flare gun.
Okay.
So you get kind of like a small gun and a big gun.
But the flare gun doesn't do very much.
In this game, less so, yeah.
It's you. How dare you? No, wait. It isn't you, is it? I suppose you'd better come in.
She's catching up quick.
I'll unlock the door.
Thanks.
She sounds very unsure about it, though.
We didn't even have to answer like a skill testing question or anything.
No. Oh, okay.
No.
I know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that. Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic. Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me. I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot. You know, the messy jobs.
I hate him.
Yeah, it's understandable. Again, this is just very cartoony, like, hey, I'm a serial killer.
Yeah.
It feels like it's too much.
Okay.
But I guess part of it they did mention earlier is that Mr. Scratch is trying to screw with Alan and be like, this is what I'm gonna do while pretending to be
I
you.
want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do.
So it's possible he's being over the top on purpose.
Hacks, can we?
Yeah, it's very, well, if we have the Bond girls, he's very Bond villain.
Yeah, no, that's true. And again, that's the whole point of the story, right?
I expect you to die, Mr. Bond. Yeah.
You'll have to forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
I have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
Again.
Yeah, exactly like you said. Just like, hey.
Emma's like, I'm so scared. And he's like, I'm gonna need your keys. And then she's like, I don't know what's happening. And he's like, whatever, I'm gonna fix your thing. Shut up.
Multi-million-dollar telescope and some random guy shows up.
I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will go
Don't start it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
I think that's fair.
Is he gonna do it? He's gonna do it. Are we gonna do it?
Yeah, let's go have a little chat.
Okay, let's be
She's
nice.
being extremely cooperative. I feel like the least we can do is explain to her what's going on.
But what if it's a trap?
No. She's nice.
I don't think it's a trap.
Hello.
I don't quite know what's going on, but I seem to remember having had this encounter before.
It's not deja vu, Doctor. This has happened before. We're caught in a time loop.
That's utterly insane. How could that be?
I can't really explain it. I suppose I could call it magic.
I don't believe in magic.
Neither do I. But I can't argue with what I've experienced. Listen, what matters now is the signal. The last time we only caught a part of it. I need the rest of it. Whether you believe me or not, you want to look into this as much as I do, right?
Yes. All right.
I realize that you have trouble believing this.
That's an understatement. I can't deny that what you say resonates with me on some level I don't pretend to understand. But for all I know, I'm simply delusional.
But it's not just you. I've experienced the same thing as you. Doesn't that prove something, at least?
Maybe. On the other hand, given your appearance, and the fact that you're trying to convince me that I'm not insane, perhaps you're merely a hallucination that accompanies my delusions.
You're not having a psychotic episode, Doctor. For what it's worth, I'm a skeptic by nature. I completely understand your reluctance to believe me.
There are people caught so deep in their psychosis that they retroactively manufacture memories and beliefs that conform to the situation at hand.
Sure, but you have to stop second-guessing yourself at some point, if you want to get something done.
Okay, well, I do kind of like that, because in the first game, Alan kept talking about how he was a skeptic and didn't believe any of it.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's having to try and explain it to someone else.
That's fair. He's had a couple years on everybody else to start believing in this stuff, though, as he explained to Emma.
Oh, exactly. And then just at some point, you just have to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
And I don't know, if you were hallucinating somebody, wouldn't the hallucination tell you that they're not a hallucination?
Oh, 100%. Hey, a manuscript page. Oh, not the carbine. Manuscript.
And a gun.
The nature of stories.
Stories come naturally to us. We can't help it. There are many different worlds, many competing realities within our heads, fueled by books, television, even barely remembered childhood tales. There's an endless supply of fictional concepts more familiar to us than anything or anyone real. We have a far greater connection to the fictional characters we know and love than the random people we pass on the street. Our destinies and inspirations are shaped by lies, myths, and fables.
Oh, I got lots I could say about this one. Because it's
He's not wrong.
It's a real thing, right? People care more about fictional characters than they do about strangers or even acquaintances.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they're not real. And
But once you hear someone's story, then you feel attached to them.
Yeah, it's true. But I also sort of wonder, like, you know, us and we're elder millennials, I guess. You know, us and Gen X kind of are like the first ones that had, 24-hour-a-day TV. We now have, streaming services. I do wonder about, like, kids growing up kind of immersed in fiction. Because humans, like most mammals, learn by watching. You watch your parents, you watch your peers, and you learn how to do things. Like, how much does it screw up our brains to watch fake stuff to try and learn how the world works?
Especially because it's, like, dramatized and there's a lot more, like, conflict and stuff because that's interesting, so it's not actual reality.
Yeah, I always wonder about, like, action movies. Like, if you grow up watching action movies, do you believe that you can, like, get hit in the head with a baseball bat and be totally fine? Because that's not true. But that's how it's shown all the time.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I always think that way about, like, relationships, like romantic relationships. Like, between rom-coms and dramas and Grey's Anatomy and stuff like that, has that affected the way that we think we should relate to people or what we should expect from people that we're in relationships with?
Yeah, or even, like, your life, right? Because characters on TV don't do, all the things that people actually have to do. Just like, doing your laundry or whatever.
Yeah.
Does that really screw up the way you look at life? Probably.
Probably, because we've always used stories, like, if you learn about, like, most indigenous practices, they use stories to teach how to live in the world.
Yep.
And so we do depend on stories. That's how we've always learned. And so, but now our stories are changing, or they're being influenced by kind of corporations.
Yeah, that too.
That's fun.
Well, one of the reasons I brought
That's so fun.
that we learn by watching is because when it used to be like word of mouth stories, I feel like it wasn't as...
Take the light, am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like word of mouth stories don't necessarily affect your outlook in the same way that video does.
Doctor, can you hear me? I think we're good to
No.
All right.
I agree.
I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
Anyway, I could talk for a long time about that. It's something I think about all the time.
Oh, right.
But yeah, remember a manuscript page we got like several videos ago?
Yeah.
About a car breaking through a fence?
I guess they didn't.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I do.
There it is. Yeah, the
Oh,
darkness
man, I forgot about that page.
did not like us messing with the lights. Ah,
Damn mountain's trying to kill me.
What? Okay.
holy crap.
Okay. I don't want to hide behind the boulder, because the boulder can also fly around.
Yeah,
Ooh.
oh my god. Ow.
Ooh.
Yeah, that, I didn't have much chance there. You stop it. Ah.
Ooh, good ducking, good
Go off the
ducking.
cliff, please.
Excellent work. Go off the cliff.
Ah, they did.
Go off the cliff.
No.
You
Ow.
pooped. Oh,
Oh, from behind.
ouch.
Alright, well that sucks, but this part is actually quite difficult. They just start throwing tons and tons of these poltergeist inanimate objects at you. Plus,
Tons?
yeah, the, oh my god, the boulders. That's just unfair.
But sometimes it throws something, like this car here, it throws and then it just goes, I'm bored playing with this one. I'm going to choose a different one.
Yeah, well, that
Or
one
not.
also doesn't end up in the same spot every time. Like, usually you don't have to worry about it. It stops, but that one actually came close to hitting me. Die.
Die.
You.
Good, excellent. Great job, everybody. Ooh. Okay. Off the cliff. Ooh!
Ow. What hit me there? Oh my god. And I don't like having to go hide, but like you kind of have to if you want to survive this. Oh, I'm having trouble again.
Yeah, you sure do. Oh no, there's too many. Okay, that one's gone. But then there's that little guy. Holy.
Yeah, this is not feeling great. Is there a... I don't think that heals me.
What we need is a flashlight crossbow.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I wonder if you can... I don't think the crossbow would do anything against poltergeists. It's not the objects that need to die.
Listen, I believe that crossbow can achieve anything I want it to achieve.
Well, unfortunately, I can't test it. Is that it? Are we done?
Damn.
Yikes.
The music's still going.
Yeah. Get a whole bunch of crap here. Thank you.
I don't trust anything until the music stops.
That's a good outlook to have.
Jesus! They're so big!
Yeah, we can't go that way.
Looks like we have to go up the shortcut way or the long way. Ooh.
We do, but there is...
Is that an important pipe?
No, it's not. There's a manuscript page.
Okay, we're fine. Ooh! Thanks, Poltergeist.
Lost in the dark place.
After my disappearance, they thought I was dead. I might as well have been. I know it's been 2 years. I know Alice has moved on. I've tried to find a way back to her, back to my life, but escaping the dark place is almost impossible. Time does strange things here, but dreams and radio signals can pierce the veil between the worlds. I catch glimpses and echoes of the world. Sometimes I send messages out. I can only pray that they hear them.
Has Alice moved on, that she has a new lover?
I mean, I don't know, but...
Or just moved on with her life, that she's, like, trying to find happiness?
Yeah, I think it's more, like, grieved, mourned, like, kind of come to terms with the fact that he's dead. That's my kind of read on it. But we don't know, like...
Woo.
Yeah, we really have no idea. I guess we know that Alice made a movie, right? For the film festival.
Yes.
But we don't know anything else.
I guess it's her way of, like, processing.
Yeah. Sounds like a very artist thing to do. Make some art.
Make some art.
No thank you.
Ooh.
Excellent. We get yet another manuscript page.
We must be almost out.
Yeah, just about. The Taken.
The Taken may well be the tool the darkness favors over any other. At some point, they used to be human, but whatever humanity they once had is long gone. Now they're just shells covered and filled by darkness. The Taken Mr. throws at me are more grotesque and varied than the ones I first encountered in Bright Falls. But I know how to deal with them. I'd be lying if I said they don't frighten me. But I've survived worse. I can't let them stop me.
I think there was a previous page that mentioned that Mr. Scratch has more, like, creativity than maybe the Barbara Jagger version of the Dark Presence. Where did you come from? You don't usually show up in my practice runs.
At least they gave you a warning.
Yeah.
You just get smacked in the back of the head.
Interesting. I thought most of the spawns in this game are fixed, but maybe not. Maybe the slower you are, the more enemies they spawn, just like the main game.
It took too long again, damn. Alright, the coolant has been fixed. The telescope has been fixed.
It's working. Please, come up here.
Yeah, we don't even have to do anything this time. She just kind of started without us.
Let's look at the stars.
Get a little ammo first, because why not?
Let's restock.
I do really like this telescope. It's a very cool little mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
I like that kind of thing.
It's expensive mechanism.
Yeah, big time.
I need to go to an observatory someday.
Find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though, if you don't mind.
Alright, ask your questions.
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is.
Dialogue
You
is
seem to be
important.
quite adept at dealing with the situation.
There's a lot of it in this
Why is
game,
that?
too. Like, you're kind of going
Yes.
from conversation
I
to
was involved
conversation and
in-
manuscript
it's a
page to
complex
manuscript
story.
page.
I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages. Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
It's another good conversation. There's a lot in there to unpack, though.
There's a lot. She's like, I love talking hypotheticals.
Yeah. Again, I like the conversations
But-
where like Alan is the one who sounds crazy and the other person's the skeptic.
Mm-hmm.
But she's got a lot of good points, and like some of that was stuff we've already talked about a whole bunch. But the kind of ethical concept of whether if he changes someone's destiny, and then they die. So like Emma, like did we make her die?
Right.
Yeah.
The fate versus free choice is always a fun topic to wrap your head around. Depressingly fun.
A little bit. I've had that conversation with Swordfish a whole bunch of times. Usually at 2 a.m.
Of course.
But, yeah. But
That's the best time to have those conversations.
After the bar closes. No, it's fun stuff, though. Anyway, let's grab this printout and we'll end the video. Head out to the drive-in again.
Another printout. Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness.
Okay. Yeah, they keep telling us that the signal's still incomplete, so I don't know how this next chapter is going to go.
Oh god, we're going to have to do this all over again, aren't we?
I think there's a pretty good chance.
Oh god, okay.
I mean, I'm sure you've noticed there's still weapon boxes we didn't open, and there's still manuscript pages we didn't collect.
I did pick up on all of that. Yes, I did, unfortunately.
Yeah, so pretty good chance we're doing it again.
It's interesting, the two conversations with both of the characters, like the female characters, both of them ask the same question. Why am I freaking out? How are you still so calm?
Yes.
Or how do you realize everything that's going on around you and you're still so calm? And I don't know, I feel like that's hinting towards something. How this whole thing is going to end eventually, but...
Maybe. I
or
think
it's just a...
I think they're just trying to hammer into our heads that, like, Alan is different than he used to be.
Okay, maybe. Yeah.
I do like the kind of contrast between Emma and Rachel, Dr. Meadows there. Mm-hmm. Because she's like, Emma is like a total mystic. She just believes this stuff. Although she had a hard time with some of Alan's nonsense. And then Dr. Meadows is like complete skeptic, like the complete opposite.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
You have the science versus the mystic, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. But it, like you're saying, it's the same conversation, just with kind of two wildly different people. It's cool.
And I guess it would be a very, like, natural thing to ask somebody. Like, why am I freaking out and you're not freaking out?
Yeah. So. Absolutely. All right, we're going to end it there. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Join us next time when we head back to the drive-in theater.
Bye.